Just let it groove, baby. Welcome back to another episode of Rated G with Gary G, Garcia and Brian T. Licata. You know who it is. It's your boys. I'm Gary G. Garcia, along with my brother and partner in Misinformation, Brian T. Licata. How you doing, my man? Long time no see, man. It's been a minute.
I know. I haven't seen you in person in a while either.
Yeah, that's actually what I mean, because I seen you 2 weeks ago probably is the last time we did it. I don't know. It's been a minute though. It's good to see you, man. How you been?
Good. Busy?
Yeah.
Tired?
Busy. Working hard?
Oh, dude. Working hard.
The man got you working for the weekend?
Yeah.
Are you working for the weekend, baby?
No, I work on the weekends. Everybody's working.
Do you work on the weekends?
Oh, sometimes, yeah.
Oh.
You want to know something? My last day off was actually April 27th, I think.
That's a while ago, dude.
I know. Yeah, I know.
I mean, not really. What are we on, the 5th, 6th, or something like that?
Maybe it was before that, though.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But other than that, man, everything is good. You're chilling.
Yeah, dude.
Work is good.
Oh, you know what? Maybe it was before that.
You don't even know.
It was the 20th. It was Easter Sunday.
Easter Sunday was the last day off. Yeah, man, they're slaving you, dog.
I know. Yeah, I'm off this weekend though, and next weekend actually, which is nice.
That's nice of them. Nice of them to give you a little time off.
Yes. Yep. What have you been up to?
Oh man, what have I been up to, man? Mostly healing, I guess. Playing a lot of fucking PlayStation and shit. You know, and shows, man. That's it. Just been doing shows. Big up to everybody who came out this weekend to AC, man. The shit was banging. We had some good shows this weekend. Yeah, man. You know, and I saw the first pictures of my granddaughter.
Oh, very nice.
They took those crazy sonogram pictures, yo, where you can see.
Oh, it's it's the 3D sonogram.
Yeah,
right.
Dude,
yeah, it's kind of
it's the picture. It's you can see the baby's face and everything, man, what it's going to look like, you know, and she's gorgeous. So can't wait.
Nice.
Can't wait to meet her face to face, you know. And other than that, man, I think just chilling, man, doing a lot of cleaning, a lot of yard work, you know, in the front, trying to get it nice so I can hook up the fire pit, you know, because I loves me a fire pit, you know.
Do you like to?
I was out in Indiana last weekend. I did the show out. Big up to Indiana and everybody out there at the Drop. If you're in Indiana and you want to check out some comedy, check out the Drop in Indiana, man. It was dope. I went with Adam Gable. Big up to Adam Gable. And then we went into Michigan to get some weed. Shit is cheap out there.
You can't buy it in Indiana.
Nah, Indiana, it's illegal. And they got a speed trap set up when you go from Michigan into Indiana, so that they have a reason to stop you. It goes from 50 to 25 in less than one light. You cross a light and the shit drops from 50 to 25. You know,
crazy.
So they catch you doing 40, and then they catch you with weed from Michigan. The weed out there is cheap though, yo.
Michigan opened up. They've been open for a while. It's been legal there for a minute.
It's the first one, the Rocky Butthole. Yeah, it's called the place is called the Rocky Button.
The Rocky Button.
Yeah, we were calling it. I'm not gonna call it that on my show. But you know, laying around. Yeah, but the weed was cheap, dude. Carts out there, 1 gram carts were $6.
Really?
Yeah, Adam was racking up on those shits, man. You know, I bought a little bit of bud because we did a class out there and shit. We did a class with the comedians.
How was that?
It was cool, especially money wise. It helped us a lot with the gas and shit like that.
How many people were there? What you guys were a panel and watched
It was me, Adam, and the chick who runs the Drop Comedy Club. And it was all the up and coming comics. There was probably like 12 comics there. 12, 13 comics, some shit like that. But it was cool.
How did you get that hookup? Does he know her?
Well, I didn't even know what was going on. They just told me tomorrow we're doing it, and I said, okay, extra money, fuck it. Oh, yeah, that was the show right there. You know, nice. Yeah, it was good. Cool. It was fun. You know, I will say though, like the comedy out there is very pedo. Like there were a lot of comedians, man, and they all had jokes about pedophilia, and they all looked like they could be pedos. I'm like, I don't know if that's necessarily the way you want to go with your comedy, dog, because like it literally looks like, and then you got to remember they're not like they're up and comers, so they're not really good. So a lot of it sounds like confessions. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, dog, it's you know, and then they're doing these half-ass pedo jokes, but the crowd is loving it, and I'm like, what's up with Indiana? You know, it's very pedo-y.
Well, it wasn't South Bend, Indiana, wasn't it?
Yeah. That has something to do with it? Or has South in it, right? I don't know, man.
I don't know. I mean, hell is definitely South, right? It's not North.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it was cool. The people were cool. It was fun. It's one of those other places where like you wonder where everybody is. No one's walking around. It's weird. It's weird. You know, whenever you leave the city.
A lot of whites out there, or what?
Or
no, a little mixed bag.
I think Indiana predominantly
super white.
Yeah, it was a lot of whites. It was a couple of it was this Puerto Rican dude behind the bar. There was a black comedian, like 3 or 4 of us running around. You know, we were sprinkled.
Yeah,
you know,
lightly, a light season, a light season,
a little light seasoning. You know, nothing crazy.
Yeah, the white people like it. Not too spicy.
Well, I mean, listen, it was crazy too, because like some people bought tickets to the show, and then they found out the place moved like 3 blocks down. They were like, "We're not going to that neighborhood." And I get it, because it was very shady looking, but it was all like old bums. So like, what are they gonna do to you? You know,
bums.
It was like old bums, not even bums that look like they have, you know, the energy to do anything.
An old bum's just gonna ask you for a quarter instead of $1.
Yeah. You know, they'll take whatever you give them. An old bum, they're more appreciative.
Well,
you know. But yeah, I mean, that was cool. I drove like 24 hours in 2 days. 12 hours up, 12 hours back straight.
That's a lot, dude.
It took me like 4 days to recover. I'm still kind of a little recovering. It felt like jet lag. You know. But hey, here we are, you know. Life is good.
Yeah.
You know, I guess, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You know, how's the lady feeling? How's the wifey feeling?
Oh, she's good. Do you want to
Very good.
I have a little bit of an announcement here. We just got this delivery from the side room. Take
what is it?
Oh shit, son! Let's go.
Look at that.
And
it's got your head.
You think so?
Yeah, that's fucking awesome, boy.
Definitely a boy.
Definitely a boy. You got any pecker pics of the kid that you're gonna frame?
Yeah, well, I don't want to get our show taken down off of...
No, I'm just saying for you. So yeah, man, congratulations, dog. Look at you, Big Papa, joining the midst of the men who have created life in this world. Wow, look at that, man. Look at you creating life.
My boys can swim, G.
Boys can swim, man. I'm very proud of them, dude. That was no small task for them to pull off. You know, it took some coaching.
It was actually the first time we had sex, so.
Oh yeah, there you go. That helped, right? Yep. It helped to actually have sex. Yeah, man. Congratulations, dog. How many months is she?
About I think 14 weeks now.
She's 14 weeks.
Yeah, 14.
You're talking in weeks, man. So 4, 8.
It's like 3 months, 4 months.
4, 8,
Yeah,
12.
three and a half. 3.5.
3 weeks and change. Oh, congratulations, man. You guys got a name?
No.
Are you talking names? Are we looking at it? Are we looking at
you
a
want-
Brian Jr.?
Do you want to know what my dad suggested?
The name? What?
Yeah. He
What?
said Dom or Gary.
Really?
That's what he
Not
said. Yeah.
Gary. Gary's a dying name. You don't want to do that to the
That's
kid,
what I
man.
yeah, that's what I said. But I think he was just
You should call him Raekwon.
Raekwon. See, I was
Raekwon
thinking,
Licata, dog.
I kind of like Tyreek.
Tyreek Licata.
Yeah. I kind of want to go super
Redneck,
Italian.
what's up, baby?
What
I don't
up?
know if you
baby.
heard. You just joined in. Brian's with child. You know, I didn't pull out.
Can you tell?
Can you tell? Brian's having a kid, man. Congratulations. Where's some applause? You don't got no applause effects on there, man.
No, well, dude, I'm just, I'm a little in shock. Oh,
yeah, that's the right thing, man. Dude, get used to that. Get used to that, man. I can't wait to see you after like a full night of not knowing why the kid is.
Dude, what about the baby on the show? You think my wife will let me do that? Bring the baby on the show?
I don't think you want to put the baby on the show. Let all these psychos out there see what your kid looks like.
Nah, it's just,
Gotta do like Michael Jackson, cover them with a sock. Put a sock over their head whenever you go out.
A little sock, dude.
How
about a bag? A paper bag.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I hope your kid's good looking. Hopefully it looks like your wife.
Oh, well, come on. I mean,
yeah, that's crazy though, man. You had sex.
Dude, it's
and now you got proof. Because I ain't gonna lie, no one was really believing you.
Wow.
We were all sure that, you
had a
very unsatisfied woman. We were all convinced that your wife was miserable because of the lack of loving. But look at you, dude. And your boys could swim. I would like to think that my pep talk had something to do with it.
I think it was, because honestly, it was like maybe a week before.
I talked to the man sincerely. I gave him a pep talk. I let him know that they can do anything they set their minds to. And look at that. One of those boys went out there and ran the race, and not just ran the race, but won, dude. I'm so proud of you.
300 million to 1.
300 million to 1, dog. See, people, you all start out a winner. Just so you know, everybody starts out in this game a winner. People go, oh, we all start at different levels. Yeah, kind of. But the truth is, we all start as winners. You won the first race. You won. There was how many million? 20 million other motherfuckers trying to win that race?
300 million.
300 million other motherfuckers trying to win that race.
It's like being president.
You won. Congratulations, man. You are special. You just beat out a bunch of other motherfuckers. And they're quick. You ever see like a film footage of all the sperm fucking racing each other? They fast like a motherfucker, dude.
We taped it. Oh, you mean the
you one. Taped what?
Yeah.
You and your lady taped the night you had you consummated?
No,
is that what you did?
No.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, don't. Do I want to see what? Oh, a video of the floaters of the swimmers.
Yeah. They go out. What is it? What is it like? Yeah, let's see.
Let's see. Well, let's see the what is it? The mission that your boy had to take.
You want to see the whole one?
That's quite a mission, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the walls of these tubules that the sperm cells are made. Stem cells called spermatogonia divide and differentiate, moving from the outer part of the seminiferous tubule to the center as they mature. In meiosis, cells divide to form spermatids, which mature into spermatozoa.
Whoa.
This process ensures the right amount of DNA for fertilization with a female egg.
Ooh, now you're talking.
Next, the spermatozoa move through the seminiferous tubules toward the epididymis.
Sounds gross.
Over a couple of weeks, they mature, gaining the ability to swim and fertilize an egg.
Oh, they got to learn to swim, dude. They probably take like little classes. They're out there just all, wiggling, doing
down at the YMCA.
Doing reps and shit. Donuts, busting out some donuts. That shit is dope, man. Congratulations, dog.
Thanks,
Congratulations to your boy, man.
Thank you. Yeah, me and my wife were ecstatic. I'm very excited to be a dad. I think she's gonna be a great mom.
I hope you don't pass on those eyebrows.
Well, did you?
They skipped mine. They went straight from my brother's. My kid got my brother's eyebrows.
Did he? Who? Sam? You don't?
Yeah. My brother got the little uni thing happening. Sam goes and gets his eyebrows done. Me, I don't have to, man. My shits are insane though, dude. I ain't even gonna lie. I be having shits like this long. I be having shit that goes from here all the way to here. Just one hair, just one fucking long hair. It's like,
yeah. What I do is I have like a comb, like a little tiny comb, and I can brush them up, and then I take the long ones and I just snip them off. I have to, dude, because they're like.
I can't even do that, dude. The little comb will get caught in my eyebrows. Then I'll be walking around with a little comb hanging in my eyebrows. My shit's is fucked up, dude.
You did that in the 70s, though, didn't you?
Had a little pick, little fist pick in my eyebrows.
Yeah.
Yo, but what was that shit you sent me, man? Listen, it's been a minute since we talk news. But has anybody out there heard of the Delco pooper? You sent me that shit. I read it and I couldn't believe what you sent me, dude. Video and everything. Fucking gross.
Okay, so let's see if I can get we'll read the full article and we'll see your face.
The Delco pooper.
She reportedly sells feet pics online by the username Christina M. Shithead. And there's no way. Shithead. Well, all right.
Well, I mean, not for nothing. She might have nice feet. Chicks of that girthiness usually have like nice feet. They're probably like cute toes, little chunky toes.
She does a lot of sitting.
She does. I'm sure she does. And I saw the video, dude. She does projectile. She projectiles.
Pennsylvania woman, Christina Solometto, better known as the Delco Pooper, after her arrest for pooping on the hood of a stranger's car in a road rage incident, sells feet pics online under the username Christina M. Shithead, according to bombshell reporting from Philly Magazine. Along with the breaking OnlyFans news, Philly Mag spoke with her about her fecal exploits, earning her viral fame. She reportedly told the outlet, "I'm lawyered up, and I was not the angry one," referring to a road rage incident when Solometto was caught taking a number 2 on a stranger's car. And we can get the video.
No, the video's right there. You have it right there. If you click on that.
Yeah, but it'll be you'll be able to hear it if I put
video.
it right there. Yeah. I want you to be able to hear it though.
You won't?
Yeah, you will if I do it like this.
No, that's not the other one. You gotta go. That's her getting arrested. You gotta go to the one before that.
My bad. You right.
Yeah, dude, it's nuts, man. She like aims. I feel like she's done this before. You know what I'm saying?
She was fucking locked, cocked, and ready to go.
Maybe she identifies as an octopus, and she was shooting her black oil to get away. The bang! Oh, quick too, like bang!
Listen. You're a fucking slut.
Yo, the bitch just shit on her car.
That makes the whole thing. Yo, that bitch shit on her car. Yo, dude. How gross.
We need the play-by-play. Hold on. She gets out of the car. She's out of the car right now at 1 second. 1 second, right? 1 second. 1 second. Right, you ready? He's going over to the car. And before this kid gets it up, and that's 5 seconds it took her.
5 seconds. She must have maybe the whole incident started. She was maybe rushing Ah, didn't even get none on the floor, dude. And then went and sat back in her car.
Is she wearing a diaper, dude?
I have no idea, dude. That shit is the worst. Oh.
Ew, dude, look at the color of it, bro.
I'm gonna throw up, dude. Stop showing me that shit. Stop showing it to me, man. That shit is gross, man. I can't look. That shit is fucking horrible.
You
are a real pig. Yes. That is a straight up pig. Fucking. You're a fucking slut.
Yo, the bitch just shit on her car.
Where is he? Does anybody know this kid? We need to get this kid on the car on the show. We have to interview him, dude.
That shit was gay. He said, yo, bitch, just shit on her. Dude, she must have been like it was a road rage incident. So I'm thinking that bitch probably did something stupid, cut her off or something, right? Because she had to shit. She was probably rushing to go somewhere to shit. Then this lady, because she got cut off or something, started chasing her. And then she was like, you know what? I'm going to shit. Said, fuck this. Put a car in park. Went over there and shot the load, yo.
Not a bad theory, dude. But I don't think Christina M. Scheidhead. I think she does this for a living.
I think she did it before, dude. Because not for nothing, not a drop on the floor. Caught it right on the top. Not a drop on the floor. And she's not a little chick. There was ass cheeks to get by.
She had the appropriate attire on too.
Oh, one shot, she could have filled your coffee cup.
Oh, that's disgusting. Dude.
I only said that because I saw you getting ready to drink the coffee, and I said that's kind of what it looked like.
It's a little tea.
Oh, gross, dude. She just fucking splatted that shit, man.
It's hot.
She got charged with mass
defecation.
Mass defecation. Like, I feel like you got to do more than one car for it to be mass.
What got on the car and then the street?
It should be no. She didn't get none on the street, dog. Look, that shit was all on the car. She definitely got who she was aiming for.
There might be nobody got grips, dude.
Nobody got hit on the side, man. Everybody got who she meant. That was an Audi too. She shit on her Audi.
No, it was a Hyundai. It was a Hyundai.
Was it? Because it looked like an Audi.
Yeah. That was a Hyundai.
Oh, I could have sworn I saw those little circle things in the front.
You want me to go back?
Yeah, go back. Let's find out what that car was. I thought it was an Audi. I could have sworn it was an Audi, but let's see.
No, it's a Hyundai.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's like vomit, dude. It looks like vomit.
None on the floor at all.
What is she wearing?
Underwear.
Yeah, well,
like grandma panties.
She take her pants off? Like what?
I think she just pulled them to the side. She was quick. And she had to go through butt cheek, son. That shit came out with power, with force, with intention. You know what I'm saying? That shit came out like the shit itself had beef with the car. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? What would y'all do out there if somebody did that shit to you? You sitting there, you know, you get into a little road rage incident. The person in front of you stops, goes behind you, and shits on your car. Hey, Jazz, what's up, mama? Redneck's in the house. Redneck, what would you do? You probably drive a truck, so it's a little harder. She would have to climb up there, in which case you start driving away with her on the hood. You know? Ugh. That's horrible.
I mean, dude, I think I'd have to throw the car out. I don't think I could drive the car ever again.
You don't think you drive it ever again? You're done with it? That's it?
I mean, dude, if the video's online, you know.
Well, they don't know. We don't know who owns the car. So no one would know it was you.
Dude, all I know is you remember the Catch Me Outside. How about that, girl?
Yeah.
From Dr. Phil. I think this Delco pooper is going to be, she's going to be around for a little.
The Delco? Nah. No one
yeah, dude. No, dude.
You think so?
Bro, it's an insane story.
Back in the day, that would be really insane. Right now, I feel like that's not so. I don't know. Like I said, when they said mass defecation, I was like, it's not really mass. She did it to one car. And it wasn't even like she even gave a second shot. It was just one shot. I don't think it was mass. It was like one shotgun blast. Now, if she would have went to another car, if she would have went up, if she would have went up to the other car who was filming and then said, "What are you filming?" and then shit on their car, then I would have been like, yeah, okay, 2 cars is mass defecation. You're like, lucky there's no traffic. But
well, it should be
one car, mass.
I'm now completely on your side. But I would say it would need to be more than because there's
at least 3.
There's homicide, right? There's double homicide,
and
there's
then
triple homicide, and then there's
mass. So it has to be at least 3 for it to be a mass defecation.
But maybe this was on Sunday,
or one where it at least hits the windshield.
Maybe it was Sunday.
Because not even the amount was mass. You understand what I'm saying? Like the amount was a quick squirt. It's not even like it was. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's enough for me. If that would have hit my car, I think I would have ran her over.
Yeah.
I think I would have ran her over.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think my instinct, not like I would want to, I think my instinct of seeing some bitch shit on my car and like just shoot it, I think my instinct would have been like, what? And then hit the gas. Womp. And then I would have been like, fuck, what did I just do?
Dude, driving in New York, I'm so happy I don't have a gun. So happy. Because you can definitely shoot somebody.
I'm surprised nobody shit on your car yet.
Well, I got into it with the taxi cab driver today.
Or at least right in front of the door of your car so you can step in it early in the morning before getting in your car.
It's usually when I get out, I scope it. I look around to see if there was any dog shit there.
What is the deal with all these people just doing shit like that, though? Because like they got stuff like you be seeing them people in the malls and they catch them on camera. Like they got this one with this dude in the mall. He's wearing shorts and then he goes up by the side of this shit and then drops a load and then keeps walking out the side of his shorts and then keeps walking. And then they show one where the person does it, keeps walking in front of an escalator. And then the people coming up the escalator slipping it, man. It's fucked up. It's funny as fuck, but it's fucked up. People are sick, man. That one time someone shat in a bag by my building in AC, and that bag sat there for a year.
I remember that.
Rain, through snow.
Yeah,
I think we had a hurricane or two. That bag didn't go nowhere. That was a heavy load. Kept that shit, planted. Didn't even move up the block or nothing. Oh, this is it. This is it, yo. Look at this fucking dude right here. Look at him. Look at him. Look, boom. You saw that? He just did it. He just did it. See those 2 little turds? See those things, man? They weren't there. They weren't there. Look, wow. Damn, son. Oh, my God, yo. Do you know how upset I would be? First of all, watch how quick he does it. Look. Up, plop, plop.
Dude, he had like a half step. Did you see the little stutter step he did? He did a little stutter step, dude.
Yo, dude, how did he just drop 2 nuggets? And then this guy, wow. If you think you're having a bad day, okay, that's one of those. If you think you're having a bad day, now if you're that guy that was behind him, then yes, then you're having a bad day. You're having a bad day, and like if you can't be safe from stepping in shit in a mall, like you're indoors. So if you can't be safe in a mall from stepping in shit, where can you be safe?
Dude, I would move out of whatever town or city that was.
Had to be. Francisco.
I think, I was gonna say it's San Francisco or New York.
Probably San Francisco, New York, maybe. They got. Well, I don't know. That's like a mall. They don't really have a lot of malls in New York, do they?
Nah. But
they got the Queens Mall. They got the Queens Mall. I would like to think motherfuckers in Queens ain't just shitting down their leg in malls. I would hope they have the decency to find a bush. Or at least an alleyway.
Bronx. Maybe dudes from the Bronx would do that.
Dude, there had to have been a bathroom in the mall. Why just shit on yourself? And then just keeps walking. He probably went into a store and bought something. And the person behind the counter's like,
dude, I think he was eating something, bro. He has like something in his hand. I think he was eating something,
probably
dude.
Taco Bell goes right through you.
Dude, gross.
People are nasty.
Bro, he's eating something. He's eating something, dude.
I thought he was on the phone.
No, dude, directly in his mouth.
Oh.
Look, he's eating something. You just didn't notice it.
Oh, my God.
You didn't notice it. He's eating something, bro.
My God. Can't believe. Did he have that in his hands? Did he drop it for someone to slip on it? Maybe he had beef with that dude and saw him coming in and, I don't know, shit in his hand and then dropped it. It's hard to tell if he dropped it or not, to tell you the truth. I don't know, man. That's some old monkey shit, dude. That's like you're living like a monkey.
You're telling me, don't tell me you never shit in your hand before, dog.
The fuck is wrong with people? That chick, dude, that chick who shat like that shit, like that dude might have dropped those 2 loads like clean. Pop, pop, you know, like especially if they shot out.
That's mass defecation, bro. Because that's you just targeting the public.
Well, that one definitely got a victim too. Like that one caught a victim.
Both had a victim, dude.
Dude, not just his shoes, but the dude probably hurt his back. He landed into a pallet full of fucking what you would call it, luggage.
Hard-covered luggage.
The motherfucker said, luggage. Imagine he would have fell back down the escalator.
Oh, dude.
And then just been spinning, just spinning in a circle. It's fucked up, dude.
He was wearing all khaki and white too, bro.
Oh, the smear. He landed in it good. That's one of the worst things in the world, stepping in shit. You know it's the worst. No one's done it more than you. You're like a professional shit stepper. No one's done it more than you. We've all done it, but no one's done it more than you. That first little slide, that quick slide. You ever like step on wet paper and you do that slide and you're like, fuck, because you think you stepped in shit. Then you look down and you're like, oh, it was just wet paper. Thank God. There's nothing worse than that slip, that first.
Yeah, but when you get to my numbers, you know the difference. You don't even need to look down.
Oh yeah.
You know it wasn't paper.
When you get to your numbers, you could tell us the breed of dog.
Dude. Oh fuck.
And this is the world that the liberals want, dude. They want a world where that shit is acceptable. Literally where that shit is acceptable. So what? She shit on your car.
Should we just start, bro? I do think though. I do. I understand the woman a little bit more than I understand this guy. Like at least we have some context. We know it was a road rage incident. You know,
and that guy. I don't know. Maybe they put the bathroom too far away, or he was looking for the longest and couldn't find the bathroom and was like, "Fuck this."
Dude, they do lock him now all the time.
I think that one was purposeful. I think that was a landmine. I think that one was purposeful, dude. I think that dude had beef with the guy behind him and dropped 2 landmines to set him up. That's what I think. But then again, that's some really good dropping, dude, because he caught him. What's the chances? Like if you set out to do that, what's the chances the dude would have actually stepped in him?
So you're saying I could have been targeted all this time?
I think he was targeted. He was probably walking behind him for a little while to get his you know. At first, I thought you meant like chicken nuggets. Dirty ass people unknown. Dirty ass people, man. Fucking insane. You know, but maybe, like I said, maybe he was like walking behind them to get his pace. You know, getting his pace, getting his steps. And then he passed them, got in front of them, went back to that pacing and dropped it. Okay, that's fucked up, dude. How do people do shit like that, man? Because people do shit like that too. Like they'll take a shit in front of someone's door. I remember we paid this crackhead like 50 cents to do that shit. And he did it, no problem. Give me the 50 cent, boom, and then dropped the load right in front of this dude's door.
See, I don't even want you to be in the same room, like in the next room. I'd rather you be on a different floor when I'm taking a poop.
Oh, when you're going to the bathroom.
Yeah, I'd rather be the only person on the floor, preferably.
So I guess what you're saying is you would never do that. You're beyond that. I would hope so. I would hope your average person is beyond that.
Well,
we don't want to live in a society where people just shit. Where you just shit wherever you are. I mean, and that's indoors, dude. What the fuck is wrong with you? I don't know, but that other chick, ooh.
Yeah, the Delco pooper.
Now, let's say you followed her on her OnlyFans. Would you still follow her? Would you still follow her feet, knowing that her ass is shooting fucking booty juice on cars?
Some dude's probably into that though. She probably got more followers.
Gross. Yeah. Actually, the dude interviewing her in the article, he said, "How much would you charge? Would you do that if a person offered to pay you to do that?" And she said 5,000, and she would bring a bodyguard. And I'm like, okay, well, also toilet paper, I hope. She got back in her car like that, dog.
No problem.
No problem. Just sat back in the car with a dirty ass, yo.
Probably had some cloth seats in there too.
It probably still stinks like that, dog.
Oh, dude, that's nasty.
How do you get rid of that smell, man?
Oh, you don't. I mean, she's
that had some smell. What did she eat? Rust?
She does it chronically.
What the fuck did she eat, dude? That shit was like rust. Gross. And somebody fucked her. Gross.
You think
and
so?
Most definitely in the butt.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I shared that.
We had to bring it up.
I'm sure all our worlds are better knowing that the Delco pooper is out there. You know what it was, man? I think she was upset that chick got busted fucking the Chihuahua. Remember that?
That was her friend.
Nah, she just said, "Oh, okay, you think you got it." She wanted, look, everyone's fighting for their 15 minutes. They don't care how they get it. Me personally, I don't want it that way. To be known as the Delco pooper. Fucked up.
You're the Duncan Dangler.
I don't even think I'm the Duncan Dangler. The Duncan Wiggler. The Duncan.
You're lucky no one caught that on
Duncan Dangler and the Wawa Wiggler. That would have been great. Imagine somebody caught me wiggling my dick at some dumb bitch, her husband.
Yeah, and the article would have been.
You see the little blurry shit in front of me going like this.
Would have been Puerto Rican comedian shakes his dick outside of Dunkin' Donuts. They definitely would have let. They definitely would have led with your race.
Wiggles his dick at woman.
Yeah, at woman. Yeah, at woman. They would have. Yeah, they would have done that.
But in reality, it was her and her husband. It was her and her husband. Doesn't make it right, but I'm just saying there was a dude there that she was with.
It makes it better. Like she's a little more protective.
Well, it also goes to show you the dude she was with. He's a simp. Picture some dude wiggling his dick in my lady while I'm there.
No, yeah, you're right.
Run you over with the fucking car. Are you fucking stupid? Will you get off wiggling your dick in my? Are you stupid? You know what I'm saying? That dude was just like, "Get in the car, honey,"
and then you'll shit
before
right
he hits us with
face right after. This is the episode we needed Buddha on.
This one,
yeah. He fucking. Does he know the pooper? Is he heard?
Oh, the Delco pooper.
Yeah. Does he know about it yet?
No. He might know her personally, man.
Dude,
I wouldn't be surprised if he knew her personally. Where's Delco? Where is that? Florida?
PA. No, it's Delaware County, PA. It's like right outside
Delaware.
of Philly. No, Delaware County, Pennsylvania is super close to Philly.
Wow, I would have thought Florida. I would have thought Florida, San Francisco.
No, they're just as trashy there though.
It's spreading, man. It's spreading everywhere. Where can you go where you're safe? No.
It might have started in Delco.
I bet you do. I bet you she's not even the most famous pooper. I bet there's real mass. The fact that they have a term called mass defecation means that there's people out there that probably did real mass shit, literally.
No, mass defecation typically refers to the expulsion of a large quantity of stool at once, often due to a mass movement in the colon.
Yeah, but even that, I would say that I don't think she qualified. I think that was like a half a cup.
Dude, I don't know.
Gross. I just made myself sick.
There's a shit flash mob in France.
Well, where they all went somewhere and shit at the same time?
I think so, yeah.
That's fucking insane. This world is insane, dude. Everything. Everywhere you look, it's just insane. Everywhere you look. You know? Like, I look at sports nowadays, dog, and it's like, are you that bored? There's a lot of these sports where I'm just like, are you that bored? You know, they're like, how can we take it to the next level?
What do you mean by that? Are you that bored?
MMA in a phone booth. 2 dudes go in a phone booth and start beating the shit out of each other in the phone booth. Do we need that? Do we need that? Do you need
see it, dude?
Do you need? Look it up. It's insane. Like, you sit there and go, but do we need that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
this is in Russia, no?
I'm saying it's spreading all over the world. Everything's is in all different places. Yeah. You think America's the only stupid people?
Well, I feel like for Russia, I mean, what are you doing?
Man.
What are you doing the winter, dog?
First of all, there should be a phone in there, right? There should be a phone. You should be allowed to hit them with the receiver and wrap it around their neck like Goodfellas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You should be able to use the phone as part of, like, otherwise, why in the phone booth? Just make a smaller ring.
I do like in that movie when they beat him down with the phone. It is good. And they do steal his wallet, I think, at the end, right?
I don't remember. But I'm just saying, like, they're in a phone booth, but why? Do we need that? At least put the phone in there and then let them use the phone as a weapon. You know what I'm saying? Bash his face into the coin return.
Yeah.
You know, hit him with the receiver. Shit like that. Then they have like 10-on-10 or 5-on-5 UFC. Where it's like 5 dudes and 5 dudes, you know, and they all go at each other at the same time in the ring.
That's a little too much.
Dude, it starts out 5 dudes, and then it very quickly, it becomes 1 dude getting jumped. You know what I'm saying? It becomes 1 dude on the floor and like 5 dudes around him just stomping the shit out of him. Because once the first dude wins, then he jumps, you know, he helps his friend. And he jumps that dude, then those 2 jump him, and then he gets out. Then the 3 of them, and they just, so whoever wins the first match, usually it's, you know, that's who's gonna win. Because after that, you're just getting jumped. Let's make a sport out of getting jumped. You know, we got Team Crips, Team Bloods. You know, you got the MS-13s coming in. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
muy caliente.
It's just stupid. Like, how much? What do you like? How bored are you? Smacking each other in the face.
How bored are you that you're finding it? Is the question.
It comes up on my shit, dude. You know, it all comes up on my shit. They got professional tag.
I've seen that.
You know, it's like, yeah, that's some shit you do for fun. That's like somebody who grew up and just couldn't stop being a kid. So he told his boys, just because we're 20 don't mean we have to stop playing on the monkey bars. We can still play tag. They did a movie about it, man. Fuck out of here.
Tag. They still say tag, you're it.
Tag, you're, I don't know. I'm surprised that you can even play tag nowadays. I think you have to ask for consent before you can tag the person.
Yeah, imagine
Can I tag you?
No, I'm sorry. I really don't like to be touched. Oh, okay.
You know, that, and then you're the dick who never gives consent. They're like, I don't like playing tag with you. You never give consent. That's why you always win. It's stupid as shit. There was something else I just thought of that I wanted to tell you that fucking I was thinking about the other day. What was it? Oh. Remember I told you how I was watching Love on the Spectrum with Buddha?
Yes,
First
I do.
of all, that's who you watch it with. You got to watch it with Buddha. But then, as I start to look at this shit, man, first of all, I think we could all agree if it's a spectrum, then we're all on it. All right? So since I'm on the spectrum, I'm allowed to say whatever the fuck I want to say, right? I think as you get deeper into that spectrum, you know, to the point where they made people start saying spectrum, I think it's just kids that had very lazy parents that didn't want to do what it took.
Wait, hold on a second. What do you mean deeper into it? Like
when you get more, like, you know, I guess there's somewhere in the spectrum where people consider that part of the spectrum to be normal. right? There would have to be a part of that spectrum. It's a spectrum, right? So when they talk about like love on a spectrum, they're talking about the people that have went past where you go, oh, you're on the spectrum, you know? And I realized because they're not like the Downies. The Downies are adorable and filled with love. These motherfuckers all got like, they're basically, I don't know, man. I feel like it's just an excuse. That whole thing is just an excuse for people to be dicks, you know, to be all about themselves. I kind of have a feeling if you let parents hit their kids again, that you could smack the spectrum right out of most kids. You could probably beat the spectrum right out of most kids. You know, like that one kid on the thing got like every single doll ever made. You don't need every fucking doll ever made, yo. You know what I'm saying? Learn to say no to your child. And when they throw that tantrum, they're not on the spectrum. They're throwing a tantrum. Smack the shit out of them. Tell them no. They'll get over it. They'll tell you they hate you a couple of times. Fine. Go in your fucking room. And there you go. Your kid becomes normal. Get him off those fucking drugs that you got him on. All that fucking meth. All that fucking methamphetamines that they got these kids on.
They do, actually.
You know, why you think it's so hard to fucking get Adderall? Because they got all the fucking, it's like trying to get a fucking newspaper job now, delivering newspapers. A kid can't get it because all the adults got it. It's the opposite with Adderall. Adults can't get it because all the kids are eating up all the fucking Adderall like candy. You don't have to be that fucking focused in the 4th grade. Okay? You don't have to have all your letters standing in the line. Kids taking 20 minutes to make an A. Making a fucking A, like perfect A's and shit. The fuck out of here. I honestly think you could smack the autism out of a lot, not all of them, but a lot of them. You could smack it right out of them.
Dude, it's a crazy thing to say, bro.
I think watch the show, man. Dude, a lot of these kids just need to be told, no, you can't. You're not allowed. No. I mean, what do I know? Before you go getting upset, remember I have a GED. And I might be on the spectrum. Actually, I am. It's a spectrum. We're all on it. Welcome to the spectrum, people.
This is what
autistic, more autistic.
So it's not really like on a scale like that. It's more of like different
circle. It's more of a circle. Yeah, I know. Like this one kid sees numbers, gives colors to numbers. Like he hears numbers and he sees colors to them. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. You know, it's all different. They have all different ones. This one chick is all into just anime. I just want to date a guy who likes anime and who owns an anime company and who draws and creates anime and lives and breathes and shoots anime characters out of their dick. I'm just like, yo, how much you're not going to meet anyone like that. The person you're looking for doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, she's a little horny one. That one, she just wants to have sex with an anime creator.
Oh,
she's like
really?
An anime groupie.
You know, you can take an autism spectrum disorder test. Do you want to see if how you score on the test?
Oh yeah, let's do it, man. Let's see if I got it, man. Can I take it? Yeah. Let's do it. There you go. Let's do it. Let's see if G got autism. King Hannah says, did I miss Brian's coming out the closet announcement? No, he still hasn't announced that, but I don't know if you was here. He's having a child. Brian's having a kid. Woo, 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 woo. And, a little baby boy who does not have a name yet. Have y'all been thinking of names? Are you throwing names around?
Yeah, we have Vincenzo.
That's a dead name. You're trying to bring that back? Okay. That's
Gambino. Gambino
Licata.
And then we have
just don't name him Brooklyn.
Then we have I was thinking more Staten Island. How about I was thinking garlic might be nice.
7.
How about Mug?
Muggsy.
Mug's a good name.
Muggsy Licata.
What about Cup?
Muggsy Licata.
I think there was a Muggsy Licata.
Was there? King Handel says looks like Gary. Name him Luigi. Luigi Licata.
I feel like that's a little too, you know.
What? It's a very popular name now. Isn't that the name of the dude who shot up the medical people?
Luigi? Medical? Yes. Yes. What about Scoops? We can get Scoops. Scoops Licata.
That's to a name of being a fucking reporter.
Scoops?
Everyone will think he's a rat.
Dude, this Scoops Licata was like a Philly mob guy.
I'm saying if his name's Scoops, you better know a lot of shit.
Well, dude,
you know what I'm saying? Like if it's dumb, they're gonna be like, why the fuck they call you Scoops? You ain't got the scoop on nothing. Yeah. You don't know anything.
Huh? Scoops, dude.
No, man. Are you trying to give him like a crazy cool name like that, or are you just gonna give him a regular name like Ralph?
Yeah, dude, Ralph.
Ralph Licata.
Yeah, Donald. Yeah, Donald. The Donald Trump Licata. I'll see if my wife will go for it. Donald Trump Licata. I was thinking Rumpelstiltskin would be a good name. You know, until she can spin some straw into gold.
They would call him Rump for sure.
Rumple.
Rump.
Rumple.
You want your kid to be called Rump?
No, Stiltskin. Hey, skin.
You might as well call him Dick Licata.
About that. Richard.
Don't do Richard. That's horrible, man.
All right, well, let's brainstorm. Let's brainstorm. What do you got? What do you think?
You should give him a name like Alfonso. Alfonso Licata.
Yeah, but I got to spell with an S.
They call him Fonzie.
Yeah. Ooh.
Everybody would call him Fonzie.
Ooh. How do we spell it though? We spell it the Italian way?
Alfonso. Alfonzo. Alfonso.
Alfonso.
Or they'll call him Fonzie or Alf.
What about ALFONSO?
Alfonso. I don't know. What do you think, man? What are some good names? Roscoe. Nah, Roscoe was my bully. He was a bad person. Nah, not Roscoe. I don't like the name Roscoe. There's no wrong answers. We're just brainstorming. But nah, not Roscoe, man. That's a hard no on the Roscoe. He was a bad dude.
Roscoe. Oh yeah, you know.
Gaylord Licata.
Gaylord
Licata. Bring that name back. How much do you have to hate your kid to name him Gaylord? How much do you fucking gotta hate the fact that you had a kid and you gotta act like you like him for the rest of your life, but you say, you know what, fuck that, Gaylord.
What about Raphael? That's what the wife says. Raphael. I'm just getting a text. We're texting. She's texting. She says Raphael. Gary doesn't
Raphael.
Like it. She wants to know what about Gary?
Ralph.
What about Gary?
And Gary, I wouldn't do it.
Says,
I'm honored if you thought about it, but I wouldn't do it.
She said, "What about Gary?"
Nah.
After his father. Then goes JK. Shout out to my lovely, funny wife.
That's a good one, man. She just fucking blew you up on that one. That was funny. Hope you're feeling good, you know, and congratulations. I don't know if I told you congratulations, but congratulations, Christine. Yeah, man, that's fucking awesome, though, man. That's fucking awesome. You know, and I can't wait, man. I can't wait. The grandkid will be here soon, man. June. Mm-hmm. Any day, actually. Now it could be any day.
Yeah,
any day.
Like, no, dude,
I figure I'll be all right as long as I, supervise visits. How much damage could I do?
Well, you know,
I'm excited, man. Got my son's kid coming. Got your kid coming. Mm-hmm. A lot of babies I can give back. I like that, man. I like kids, especially if we can give them back.
I know they say that's the best way to do it, right?
I did this shit already, dog. I already did my time. Now I get to watch you guys do it. Awesome. It's awesome. I think it's cool, man. Let's just stick to
I'm
dictator
pumped, dude.
names. Yeah, some dictator names, dude. Like
Joseph.
Mussolini, Licata.
He said
Bring back Mussolini, son.
Benito was his first name. It was Benito Mussolini.
Oh, but nah, call him Mussolini Licata. But I like Benito Licata. It's nice.
Benito
Licata, son. Everyone call him Ben for short. D Moore, what's going on? This has to be the shittiest rated G ever. Yeah, no doubt, dog. It's hard to tell.
Welcome, D Moore.
I didn't even know that was a callback.
It was. Yeah, it was a callback.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I was like, yeah, it could be. Like, I thought it would just be, this is probably the shittiest one ever. It's hard to tell, man. I'm usually very high as we do it, and it's hard to know if it was good or not.
Yeah,
I like Benito.
Che. What's up, D Moore? What up?
What up, D Moore?
Oh, dude.
Che Licata, son.
What about Mao?
Licata.
Mao.
Adolf Licata, son. Would you do it? King Hannah said, I had a professor whose first name was Osama. He said just to call him Sam. Poor guy.
Yeah, I would say just call me Professor Bin Laden.
Just call me Professor O.
Professor
Sam. Sama. Call me Sama.
Like, I hope you're not on this flight.
What's the deal? Oh, yeah. Well, how come, here's the thing, man. How come like Charles is still a good name?
Charles what?
Got Charles Manson. How come that's still a good name?
Wow.
Ted.
He didn't kill anybody.
Yes, he did. He got
Manson?
bodies on his own. Yeah, he has body on his own. You got to read the book, Chaos. They talk about how he was a CIA plant. He got away with, he had bodies of his own before he made those people go out.
I didn't remember that.
Yeah, man. Very interesting book. I got to actually read it, but I know in the book they talk about it. And I want to check it. That's why I want to check it out, because they talk about how he was a CIA operative, and in it they talk about how he had. Yo, did you know Hitler actually survived?
I have heard that, but the way you're saying it is like you have some evidence.
Well, no, they said there's hard, like supposedly, if you look, I just saw this thing the other day. They said that there's hard evidence that he actually escaped into Brazil, if I'm correct. That's where most of them went.
Argentina.
Into Argentina. That he had two children. He had two children, and he lived out the remainder of his life with that chick or some shit like that. Had two kids.
Was it little Zeke and little Heil?
Little Zeke and little Heil. Little Kyle and Zeke. Yeah, little Zeke, little Kyle.
What do you think? So did you listen to the Rogan podcast with that author who wrote the book Chaos about the Manson thing, or did you?
No, I saw him on he was on Candace. I saw him on the Candace Owens show.
Yeah, Rogan did an interview with him maybe like 5 years ago. It was like a 3-hour interview, and dude, it was nuts. Like, to read the book, I mean, the guy has, I'm sure way more information than you could put in a podcast, but to hear the guy talk about it, it was like, yo, dude.
It's very crazy, right? That shit's all fucking crazy, man. They're starting to bring back up the Pizzagate thing again. That's starting to pop up again. People talking about it. That dude Podesto, that's the name that's down with Hillary Clinton.
Yeah,
Podesto brothers. Yeah. Yo, like I don't understand how nobody's even like questioning them brothers, man. It's them dudes is fucking evil.
Oh, have you seen the photos from the Diddy trial?
Oh, they're not filming it, right? It's all gonna be photos. It's garbage, man. Now I really don't believe anything that's going on.
Bro.
No, I really don't believe it.
It's sketches.
I knew it was gonna be sketches, man. Is that supposed to be Diddy? Is that supposed to be Diddy? Even though he might look like that now. He might look a little heavier with white hair. I'm pretty sure his hair is white. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure his hair is white. And like real like nappy. It's probably like nappy. Do they got actual photos? No.
No, dude.
No, but look how white they're making his hair. I guarantee
Yeah, but not all of them. Not all of them.
I don't know, man.
It's not white here.
That one, the second one right there, the second one from the left, that actually kind of that's a pretty good picture, actually. It kind of looks like him. Look, that's the one they put down there. It kind of looks like him, yeah. That one doesn't. That's weak that they're doing the pictures, man. Wait, go back down. Could you go to that? Oh, we're gonna have to stay on top of this, man. Now that it started, man. Go back to that picture. There's one in the middle that says it gives you like a breakdown of what's gone on so far. That one. Hit that real quick. And what's it say that was done? So far, they had jury selection questionnaire limited to 30 questions. Diddy rejected a plea deal. They didn't say what the plea deal was. Opening statements are expected on May 12th. What's today's date? The 6th?
6th.
And that's right. They're allowing Diddy to choose his own clothes for court. He's going to come in a big orange thing. They're going to be like, ladies and gentlemen, the defendant, Diddy. And he's going to be like, he's going to come in like this and shit, dude. Shaking it. Crazy, man. May 12th, it begins. I think it's bullshit that they're not putting in cameras, man.
Oh, you know why they're not?
Because it's all bullshit.
Because he's not on trial, dude.
Because he's not even there. There's not even he's not even there. You go in the courthouse, it's just a bunch of artists drawing pictures. Big round table of people drawing pictures of the trial.
And I think he was in the same jail as that guy Sam Bankman-Fried, who was the dude who, defunded all those people on like crypto. You remember that? It was like a 27-year-old kid. They had those like Bahamian accounts, and they were doing all sorts of like drugs and like sex stuff.
Yeah, man.
And they were in the same jail. And it's like I feel like when people get sent to that jail, they're not getting sent to that jail because that's where Epstein was. Also, it's in the same place, right?
Well, Epstein only had to show up to go to sleep there. Even when they did give him his time, he used to leave and go to his house and then come back and go to sleep there. Yeah, like pass to leave, which is insane,
crazy, dude.
Insane, yeah. That's all insane, man. I want that kind of juice.
Dude, I don't want. I
That's
know,
that,
dude.
That juice.
You don't want that kind of. Yeah, you don't want that kind of juice, bro. You know what you had to do to get that kind of juice.
Nah, I mean, and believe it or not, there's people that got that kind of juice, man. Could literally just murder somebody and then sit there and wait for the cops to come and have them clean it up for him. You know what I'm saying? Wait for the cops to come. Phone call me. Look, hey guys, figure out what just happened here, and my name's not a part of it. And then think about it. How many times they do investigations and shit, and they'll tell an investigator, "This is beyond your pay grade. Stop it."
What happens a lot on TV? At least.
Well, if it happens on TV, you think the TV's making that shit up, or do you think in real life that shit happens?
Oh,
like hunting bums. Okay. I'm pretty sure they have bum races and they hunt bums. You just got to have the money. They probably got like real elaborate underground.
You just have to wake up early enough, dude. 3:30 in the morning, walking down Riverside Drive. You could.
They just scoop them up, dog. They probably round them up like they do with the Mexicans by Home Depot.
Did you hear that they're offering illegal immigrants $1,000 and a free plane ticket to get out?
To get the fuck out?
Yeah, that's Trump's offer. $1,000. It said it costs $17,000 to deport somebody that they have to like catch.
So he's like, yeah, here's $1,000. Go back to your country where it's worth more money, right?
Yeah,
change it over. How many is that pesos? Pesos, is that like 1 million pesos?
Well, yeah, I mean, if they went to Mexico, it's not a million, dude.
I'm asking.
So like 1 million pesos. No, it's probably like 10,000.
All right, well there you go. Now you have 10,000. Your money just grew. Then you take that 10,000 pesos and you go to a country where that's worth more.
19,644 Mexican pesos.
There you go. So now you're rich.
But see, rent is still 40,000 pesos a month. You know what I'm saying, dude? So it's like,
why so much?
Yeah, I was like,
why don't they just tell them? Why don't they just make their money worth more? The same way we just print it up. Why can't they just go, listen, we're just going to treat like, if you get $1, we'll give you a peso. The dollar's worth the peso.
It's like, listen, you know, we count ours in pounds, and they're counting theirs in grams. So you just need more grams to get to the pound. You know, that's kind of how it works. You know,
I'm just saying, like, if I had my own country, right? Like, why are all these countries like obeying whatever it is that says what their money's worth? I'd be like, if you come to my country and you transfer your money to my money, you're gonna get dollar for dollar. You're gonna give me $1 with George Washington.
Nobody would take it, bro.
$1. You're gonna get back $1 with my face on it, like this. You could be on the fives, dog.
Thanks,
but
bro.
It'll be dollar for dollar. It'll be like, yo, my transfer of the money, you know, when you change it over to my face, it's the same thing. It's $1. Only instead of green, my shit is like, I don't know, a nice mauve.
Hey, yo, G, let me hold the Brian. Let me get a couple of those Licata bills, dog.
Yeah, man. Licata nice. Bills, dude. You know, Gary Bucks. But I'm just saying, like, why is it that, you know, Mexico, who's the ones who told Mexico, no, your money ain't worth our money?
Wow. The Americans.
We did it, right? We went over and said, nah, I don't think so, dude. You know,
yeah, no.
Give me 100 more of those and I'll give you $1.
We said 10-1.
Like, who said that? Who said that? You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm sure it probably has something to do with, does it still have something to do with gold and shit? Because, I mean,
well, Federal Reserves, you know, and
the Fed's foreign money all the time. So, really, is it backed by anything? At this point, it's not even backed by anything anymore, right? So at this point, At this point, it's just somebody going to them and going, "Listen, your money ain't worth."
Bro, whatever happened to the Fort Knox gold? Remember, Trump went to go looking for it, and then it all quieted down. We never heard anything about it.
Dude, you're not gonna find out nothing. The same thing with the fucking Epstein shit. They said they're gonna release shit, and then they went, "You know, we can't release this, right? It's got everybody."
See, I predicted this about the Diddy thing. I said it was gonna be courtroom photos, and I said we're not gonna hear shit. And he's just gonna fall off the face of the earth, bro.
Yeah, man. None of this shit. Yeah, man. That's why it's not fucking being videoed, because they want us to forget about it.
Maybe and they will. In Antarctica, bro.
They will. What? That's where they sent people to Antarctica. That's where Epstein's chilling in Antarctica.
Yep, with Tupac, Biggie, Diddy.
You know. Diddy don't want to go to Antarctica, dude. That must really suck, man, to be living in a way where you think no one could touch you, right? Obviously, that's where he was in the game. And now you're locked up in Brooklyn for he's been there for like, what, a year now almost?
Yeah, it seems like it, dude.
He went from living on crazy satin sheets, fucking 1 million fucking count sheets, fucking, you know what I'm saying, sewn with gold and shit.
9 months, almost 9 months.
And now you're in a prison. And I bet you his hair is white.
Oh,
I bet that shit is white. I bet he's kind of chunky, put on a little weight, looks mad older now.
Yeah, bloated. He's definitely bloated. Got a lot of salt.
About it when Pac was in there.
All that salt pea he's got in that food.
Think about when Pac was in there, dog. And he had that little afro and it was all nappy and he started looking older. That motherfucker looked old, man. He looked like Unc. They probably call him Unc. Yo, Unc. Ugh. Fucked up, man. Hey, but you know, play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
He probably looks like Bill Cosby.
Probably.
He just lost his house. The Cosby.
You know,
he had 2 houses up in New York that he just got like repoed.
He's gonna be dead soon, and for what? For what? For partying. Back in the days, look, the first person got a case. After that, it's like everyone knew. You know what I'm saying? You think everyone didn't know what the parties were like?
Are you talking about Diddy or are you talking about Cosby?
Diddy. Same thing with Cosby. Cosby used to chill with all those dudes at the Playboy Mansion. You know what I'm saying? What do you think went on over there, man? Everybody like, come on, man. Do you know the debauchery that must have went on there?
Is that bringing women back to your house and then drugging them there?
I'm sure. Yes, they have tunnels all underneath the Playboy Mansion that led to actors' homes. So you're telling me that the same shit that's going on in those Diddy parties was not going on in the Playboy Mansion?
No, I'm sure it was.
It's safe to assume that same kind of shit was going on.
Right, but we know that now. We didn't know that then, did we? About the
I think
tunnels?
the people involved did.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
in
of
other
course. If
words,
you're getting
you think
transported between the
if you
tunnels,
were
then
hanging
sure.
out in that circle, you don't think you knew who did what and what
Well,
they were into, what everybody did?
You're probably using the tunnels with them.
No, but I'm saying, like, if you're invited to that party, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you hanging with someone that's in that circle and you're friends with someone that's in that circle. They're starting to bring you into that circle. They're like, yo, come with me to this party. They're not going to tell you the dirt on everybody. They're not going to be like, yo, that dude right there, man, yo, check it. Don't let him get you in the room alone. He will try to fuck you in a heartbeat. You know, and then he'll be like, I mean, don't get me wrong. You'll come out with a gold record. But he's going to try to fuck you if he gets you alone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
in
think
other
the
words,
initiation is a little slower. They
what
don't
I'm
bring you in
saying
right.
is,
They don't bring you in right to that.
well, when you get to that party where they're going to do it, you understand what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is,
Yeah, but you want to do it so bad by the time you get to that point.
No, man, you're missing the point that I'm making.
Yeah, I am.
Point
That's what I'm making. Yeah, what point is it?
The point that I'm making is that the people who are in that circle, who bring other people to the parties and say, come with me to this party, the ones who get the invites, they knew Bill Cosby was doing what he was doing. All the chicks that constantly went to those parties. Because remember, all those chicks didn't just go to the party once and met Bill Cosby and drank a drink and never went back there again. No, they went back a bunch of times and they finally got a drink from him or whatever. In other words, the point I'm making is it wasn't a secret to the people at the party. That's
what happened. You're saying every girl that Cosby drugged knew that Cosby drugged women?
If you look at the ones who came at him, you know what I'm saying? If you look at the women who came at him in the lawsuits, they were at those parties more than once. There were none of them that was like, I went to the party once, totally blown, surprised, and I couldn't believe it, and I never dealt with this man again, and I just went right to the police. No, they all dealt with him afterwards. One chick claims she got raped on the couch, and then afterwards they went to the Playboy Mansion together. She didn't realize she got raped until she didn't get the part in the movie that he said he was going to give her and started not receiving her calls. Give me a break with that shit, man. All those people know what they're getting into. All those people know what they're getting into. You know what I'm saying? When they were setting up this kid, what's his name?
Do you think Diddy got set up?
Yeah. Diddy got brought in by Quincy Jones and all them. They turned him out before he started turning out anybody.
Right, but you think he's guilty?
Guilty of what?
Of the crimes he's been accused of.
But what are the crimes? I'm like I said, if you look at the lawsuits, there's a lot of accusations from the people in the lawsuits. But as far as the crimes go, and the government, they got him on a repo on a whatchamacallit charge on what's that gang shit?
RICO?
On a RICO charge. But he's the only one in court. How does that make sense, dude? RICO means there's a mob aspect to it. There's a bunch of people involved in it.
Yeah, it's an organization.
Yeah. Well, he's by himself sitting there. Where's the other drawings of all the other people in his organization? You know, or if you look at all the stuff they put out there, they're talking about, orgies, basically orgies. You know, they're talking about lube. No slip and falls, but they're talking about lube. They're talking about tunnels. None of that shit's illegal. Now they are talking about, underage chicks and hiring sex workers from different states and paying for their flights. That is sex trafficking. Yes, there is a charge. But if you watch all the lawyers on YouTube and shit like that, they all say that's a charge that they wouldn't even have brought against them if that was the only charge. You understand what I'm saying? Like if that was the only
he's got violence, kidnapping, arson, physical beatings.
That's why I want to see the court. I want to see it all come out. Because on the news, they're not talking about none of that shit. On the news, they're talking about all the shit that's just like bells and whistles.
Well, dude, that's the stuff that people want to, that's the sexy stuff.
I want to know what's really going on.
Yeah, well.
Call me old school.
You're old school.
I would agree. But I'm just saying, it's like, let's see what happens, man. But the more they do it like that with the drawings, everyone's just going to lose interest.
Oh, yeah. It's like, dude, how can you even...
I already have. The fact that there's no cameras there, I've already lost interest. I've already lost interest. No cameras. I got to sit there and look at these pictures.
It's like, what? How come they televise some of them, but then
all these bad drawings? I got to look at all these bad fucking drawings, but they don't even. One out of all those drawings, one looked like him. Fuck out of here.
What are you gonna do?
Nothing. Tell you what I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna watch their bullshit fucking trial now. They lost the fucking watcher. You know. But anyway, man. How's the rest of your week looking?
Well, I got to work tomorrow. Working Thursday. Working Friday.
But you have off this weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, good.
I spent some lovely time with my wife.
Yeah.
Much needed companion time. I don't think I'm gonna do anything else over the weekend, just with her. Whole weekend.
The two of you creating fucking life. Look at that, man.
Dude, how awesome is that?
It's fucking crazy, man. Fucking crazy. My life is creating life. The life that I create is creating life, man. It's crazy.
Wild, bro.
Look at y'all doing it, being fruitful and multiplying. I like it. First of many?
Yeah, I'm thinking 9.
9?
9?
You want more just to drop out.
9, 9, 9, 9, 9.
Number 9.
Yeah, I think after 4, we just start calling them like 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. You know,
that'd be cool. Just name the baby 1. 1 Licata, 2 Licata, 3 Licata, 4.
1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4.
Name him Diddy Licata.
How about Adolf?
That's what I said. Little Adolf Licata running around.
Yeah.
You know, I think I like Shay. Shay's a good one. Shay Licata.
My brother had a dog named Shay.
Your brother had a dog named Shay? That's racist.
Yeah. Why? He's a Mets fan. Shea Stadium.
Oh, Shay. No, I mean CHE. Che.
Oh, Shay. Oh, Che. Like, ooh.
Shay Licata. He gets to have that little accent thing over his letter.
Yeah, I like that. The E with the sign. Maybe.
Maybe what?
Oh, Biden.
Biden Licata?
Yeah.
Little baby Biden. Yo, have you met little baby Biden?
His hair smells great.
It's fucking horrible. Fucking horrible. Well, listen, you start working on those names and you get back to us when you figure it out.
That sounds good.
All right. I got to get something to eat, man. I'm fucking feeling a little hungry right now. I haven't been eating right the last couple of days. Well, yesterday I ate so much, like a pig. Like a pig. I had a sandwich. I had a ham and Swiss sandwich. Then maybe with chips. Then maybe 20 minutes later, I had a meatball hero with chips. With chips. Then maybe
a lot of grease.
Maybe another 20 minutes later, I had some French toast sticks. Then I ate a big cookie.
Dude, were you eating edibles?
And then I had an ice cream sandwich.
Yeah, it sounds like you're eating edibles.
And then what else? I ate something else too. A bowl.
Lawrence says Gary Licata. I think Gary Licata is it.
I don't even know, dude, but all I know is that this morning at like 12 in the morning, I was sleeping and I woke up. Oh, and I fucking went to the bathroom and threw up all over the place, man.
Ooh.
Oh, I was like one of those real
little projectile.
I don't even know. I just ate too much crap, I think, in one short amount of time.
Well, why?
I don't know, man. I must have smoked something that gave me the munchies and I didn't realize it.
And you were just going to town.
I just felt like eating, man. I don't know why. I just kept eating and eating.
Yeah.
I'm a little dude, but I can put it away. But apparently...
You're pregnant?
Who, me? Yeah. I wasn't going to say nothing. Yes. I'm pregnant.
You're glowing, Gary. You're glowing.
That's because I was standing in front of a fucking microwave. I'm trying to get rid of the baby.
You went in it.
I put my head in it.
Yeah. And do it for baked potato.
I hit popcorn.
Yeah, popcorn.
Anyway, man, let me go get some food in my system, man. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us.
Yes,
yo.
Thank you, friends. Thank you for joining the show.
Usually like to go a little longer, but Brian needs to get some rest. He has to be up for the man in the morning.
I do.
You want to follow Brian at the video guy. Follow me at Gary G. Garcia. And if you want to support the podcast, man, go to brianlicata.com/shop.
Close enough.
What is it? BrianTLicata?
Yep.
.com/shop.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, man. Go to acjokes.com, man. We got my man John's gonna be down here, man. John's coming down. John Ovalis.
Oh,
He's coming down. He's doing the Wepa show this weekend, man. So for all my Boricuas out there, it's caters to Puerto Ricans. The Wepa show. I did it back in the day.
So what starts like
will be there.
Starts 30 minutes late, $5 Coronas.
You're funny. Man, you almost got me, man. I thought you said I'm all right, Spider. Anyway, man, let me go and eat. And you can find me at Gary G. Garcia. Go to acjokes.com and all that other good shit, man. Thanks for hanging out, people. We love you.
Peace.
Gay.